Hi, I'm Natalie from Housetohome, and I'm joined today by Holly Willoughby at the Ideal Home exhibition, and we're going to talk about her new bedding collection for BHS. So thanks for joining us, Holly.
I know, you're welcome.
And so you've already had a number of successful fashion ranges, and what prompted the move into interiors?
I think interiors is kind of more of a natural thing for me, actually. I think when people say, have you got a hobby? And people always have these interests in their life. And I always say, I don't really have anything like that. But actually, I think my one proper true love in life is my own home.
Okay.
And ever since sort of being younger, I think it comes from my mum sort of buying magazines all the time, including her own, and sort of having those and making little tear sheets and stuff. And I've always just loved house stuff. My house is my haven, and the thing I spend the most money on is my house and making it nice.
So it was a natural move then?
So it really was, something that was really lovely to do.
So there's quite a traditional, quite romantic feel to the range.
Yeah.
So does this reflect your own style in your own home?
Totally. Anything I do, even with the fashion range, it was like I would just create something that I would want to wear, and because that's all I can do. You know, I'm not an interior designer, but I do love what I love. And all of the bed, I've got the bed ranges on my bed at home anyway, so it's all stuff. Basically, I've just selfishly designed my own bedroom, is what I've done,
So how did you go about putting the collection together, and what were your main influences?
Influences were just something like really feminine and really beautiful, and somewhere that would just be really inviting, and a bed that you just looked at and you just either wanted to kind of Superman style jump onto and just dive into. But also something that, wasn't necessarily too girly as well, because now that I'm married and, it's Dan's bedroom as well, so I would have more scatter cushions. I would ply my bed with millions of them, but I'm kind of aware that sometimes it's quite nice to have something that works for both, that's feminine but not too obviously girly.
So your friend Cotton also has an interiors range.
Yes, she does.
And she's included a few larger pieces in her range. So I was wondering, are you guys quite competitive, and will you be moving into furniture range as well?
I don't know. I think both of us are very different. It was like when we both had our fashion ranges at the same time, people used to say that, but we're really similar people, but our style's very, very different. So we both do very different things. I don't know. I love interiors generally, and I think the bedding was a really lovely place to start. So I would be open to thinking about doing stuff like that. I'd love to do stuff like that. So I guess it's just a case of waiting and seeing and whether or not that opportunity comes up. But yeah, I'd like to.
Okay, so what is next? Are you busy having your baby?
Yes, I know, exactly. The next thing, that is impending motherhood number 3. But yes, so that that's obviously going to keep me very busy, but just kind of ticking along, doing the same things that I'm doing, really.
Okay, that's lovely. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you for sitting on my bed.
It's lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.